Hello and good evening, everyone, wherever you are, if it's the morning or whatever. I'm streaming at a different time from usual because we are trying something different, and it was super important to try and get as many people online at the same time as possible today, because we are going to try and get as many people as possible into the Fame and Folly playtest. So the developer, Charlie from Boss Ground Games, is actually on the call with me, which is kind of a first for us, and we're going to be testing the new multiplayer mode. Charlie, are you there?
Hi, how's it going?
All good. We're looking forward to breaking your game. What possessed you to put a multiplayer mode in it?
I just thought it'd be really fun, and I saw the Belatra multiplayer mod and how there's like a really passionate community around it, and I was watching it be played out, and it was really fun to see how that game developed as a multiplayer experience. And it was something I had enough development space where I thought I could fit it in, and this is my go at it.
Amazing.
So far it's been good.
Amazing. Yeah, we'll see who we've got in the chat. So we've got 23 people in the chat. I wonder how many are logged in and ready to play. Pangbot said they just came from playtesting a different Renfair game.
Oh, nice. It's the year of the Ren Fair.
I got my only hat that has a feather in, because I thought it was appropriate. It's not the right historical period, but hey. So I guess I'm hosting. I guess that's the deal. And then
anyone else can join. Let's see.
Do we want to just go for the basic loadout?
I think so. Yeah, just basic level 1.
Okay.
See if there's an appetite for something fancier after this one. The way it's designed is no matter the player count, like 2 to 100, the number of seasons is the same. So like the time playing shouldn't scale exponentially with the amount of players. It should be like roughly around the same ballpark of like 30 to 40 minutes.
Because we're all in parallel.
Yeah.
Just room code.
Yeah, so and they could just paste that. You copy it in the top right.
Yeah, I've just pasted it in the chat for folks, but just in case it gets lost, I'm going to just slap it up on the screen for a little while. We'll give people a few minutes to get in. Amazing. So how many folks downloaded today, and how many people downloaded, have had the game for a while, out of everyone who's here today? We've got 15 connected so far. That's pretty good. We'll give people 5 minutes at least, I think, just in case people are filtering in a little bit later. Not enough bald minstrels in the game, someone said. The Michael Stipe fan has logged on. $80.
Yeah, no, Wall is a dedicated fan.
Wall's a sicko.
It's true.
Amazing.
They've been really helpful.
Well, this is good because we're going to get like a range of different levels of experience with the game in the same thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally fine if you haven't played before. Yeah, I think the only potential issue would be if it's going to trigger the tutorial while you're in the multiplayer game, but I'm guessing it doesn't do that. What's the...
I don't think I've actually tested it. I don't think it does.
Okay.
I was planning on hiding multiplayer until you at least play like like beat the game once or something.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, so every time I've posted about this when we're trying to get folks together, I've suggested people sort of boot it up and play the tutorial an hour or so before, so you know, you at least know the basics and the game's not going to try and throw the tutorial at you while you're in multiplayer. But
yeah, it's not the most complicated game, but it's still useful to go through it.
Squilpy's requesting the crumb horn. Yeah, it's like a mini bagpipe, isn't it?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. I'm always looking for like interesting instruments. I think the most exotic one I have is it's called an ode, which is like the precursor to the lute.
I have my baglama, but it's not in tune.
What's that look like?
Not in tune. I might be able to get the theme tune going on one string or something. The green screen is cutting the neck off. But... We've got 22 people. I think we've got someone still downloading. Chris says Fame or Folly has its own category on Twitch. Yeah, the problem is because I'm setting things up through Streamlabs, I don't get all of the proper go live options.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it matters.
And also, only like 5 people watch this channel on Twitch as well. So
and there's not yet a rabid fan base looking for streamers of Fame or Folly on Twitch.
It will happen. Just got to find someone that just... There's got to be some insufferable person that is just Renfair all year round on there, and it's like always dressed up and saying forsooth, and we'll just be playing this all the time.
Target demo right there. We had there's a Chinese streamer that played it earlier today. That was interesting.
Phil 42's there. Chris says affiliate soon, trust. I'm not sure if I want Twitch affiliate. If Twitch is much more like you work for them than YouTube. YouTube, you can kind of do what you want a little bit, as long as you're not like advocating for war crimes or whatever. Whereas Twitch is like, hey, if you want money, you've got to really be a Twitch kind of guy.
Do they let affiliates cross stream?
I know they didn't used to. I think they might have relaxed on it a little bit, but I'm not totally sure. The only thing that would make me get really into Twitch would be soundboards. And I've got a sample of Cheese, who's in the chat now, saying, please, can I have more video game? And that would be like the #1 soundboard sample.
Oh yeah, that is fun.
Yeah. I've been trying to work... I'm going to work it into a jingle at some point and put it in an indent on future videos.
Yes.
It's great. It's what you want people to say when they play your game.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying your guys' series on reviewing like indie games.
It's been kind of cool to run, even just as even not really thinking of it as content and just doing it almost like a little book club kind of thing, you know, like just having a gang where you play a game for a month and then talk about it. Because it's so easy to get this kind of weird FOMO where there's so many games you want to play and you end up not playing any of them.
Yeah, that was the best part about like being in school and just like all playing the same game and coming together and talking about it.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, even if it was like just a peer pressure thing and you weren't that into it, there's something that kind of makes you engage with the game a little bit more if you know you've got to discuss it with people. Pangbot says cowards. Yeah, I sorry, Pang. I was really trying to crunch the YouTube version of that down to make it not as long, and the omelette section just made me feel quite sick when I listened to it back. So people that listen to the long audio version that's on the podcasting platforms get the proper Pangbot omelette saga. So Charlie, it wasn't in the YouTube version, but we ran a competition to get people to send us pictures of their omelettes to win a key for Omelette You Cook. And Pangbot, who's in the chat now, sent us the most awful omelette that was like made from a bag of it was made from a bag of found groceries that was just not stuff that needed to go together in the same meal. It was amazing. Squilpy says the second medieval instrument they want you to get is called a serpent or the serpent, but I don't know what that is.
I'm down. I'm gonna look it up.
So Adam in the chat said, any background on this game? Is it from a jam? How do you come to host a session of it? Yeah, so this is we haven't run a big multiplayer playtest like this. This is the first time we've tried doing it. We've nearly got 25 people in, so that's cool. So I'm going to leave a timer for a minute and then start it after a minute because we need to start at some point. But Adam asked, how did we come to host a session of this? So Charlie has been doing some sort of like monthly mentorship sessions with me, which basically is like he's been making this game off his own back, and then I'm there like once a month to talk through ideas with, and basically be a bit of a kind of accountability check-in more than anything. I don't know, Charlie, what have you found most useful about those sessions? Because different people use them for different things.
Yeah, I mean, early on, it was just nice to have someone who I could talk through like the fundamental core concepts of the game and get feedback on a regular basis. And then as the design has gone more solidified, it's been nice to have someone help me like focus on like what I actually need to get done to reach launch. But I mean, I even remember bringing this up to you like, hey, I'm kind of thinking of adding multiplayer, and you kind of talked me through the implications of that, and you know, just ultimately deciding that there was enough space for it and to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, you've always, every time I've seen you for one of those calls, you've always kind of done more in the preceding month than I expected you to. So it's one of those rare situations where someone tells you they're adding multiplayer to their game, and you're like, yeah, I think you can probably do that. You know?
Yeah, the nice thing about multiplayer with this versus like when you would traditionally think of multiplayer is that since I'm not trying to get everyone to see what everyone else is doing, I'm not having to like render 100 different game states on each person's machine. Like you only care about your own game, so it really simplified a lot of the like server and local code, where basically what's happening is you're just playing a normal single player game. Like the code that runs the single player game is the same as the code that runs the multiplayer game, and then the server just handles like the drawing and all the stuff that needs to be authoritative.
Yeah, it's cool. And getting the idea from a Balatro mod, that's such a cool idea because, yeah, I think anyone can learn from that, even if it's not multiplayer specific. Just like if you're making a game that is similar to another game, you can look at the Steam Workshop and look at the mods if it has them to gauge like what's the killer feature that's not in the game but the players love, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And it also just validated that, like, if I pulled it off, there'd be an interest.
Mm. Okay, I'm gonna press start. We've got. It says we got 24. We're not getting any more for now, but. Uh-oh.
And we're all playing on the same seed, so we all like we'll see the same things in the shop.
Okay.
Um,
No, well, I'm sure we'll get time for 2 runs. I don't know. It depends how quick everyone plays, I guess, but... So I don't know how much to think out loud, because everyone else is going to be playing and maybe have this on in the background, so...
yeah, you're at a disadvantage. Everyone's stream sniping your decisions.
Oh, what's going on? Got a weird hang.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
My game crashed. And to be fair, I don't know if this save has me having done the tutorial or not as well. Oh, I had a hang and then came back.
Look at the server.
Hey, this is why we're testing, folks.
Yep. Appreciate everyone.
So some people are still playing because Pang has actually managed to play the round. So it's definitely working locally for some people. Mine keeps letting me draw and then kind of hanging before it turns the card over. And then the card goes back in the deck and then I can draw again.
Oh, let me see. Oh, that sucks.
Cheese says, what I think's happening for me is it's hanging while waiting on the sink. Ale is stuck on the 3rd card. So everyone who's had a hang, is it happening in the same place as it is for me, where we see the back of the card and it doesn't turn over? Are you all getting a hang in the same place? Because that will help us diagnose if it is what Cheese thinks, because Boss will know when the sync happens as well.
Yeah, we might. I want to just try smaller games to see if the issue is just as too many players.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can have everyone queue up for rank. Because it was like, I mean, I literally just played this yesterday with 4 people.
Mm.
Connection issue. Oh, so sad.
Okay, a few people have managed to get all the way to the shop, so they've got through a round. But yeah, it's just freezing in different places for different people.
The logs are where's Discord?
Yeah, after I draw, everything's basically frozen. There's still kind of hover behaviors and stuff, but I can't open menus or anything.
You've run through the tutorial? You don't know?
I don't know because I had to re-download it today. So I don't know if this save has the tutorial done on it or not.
I wonder if that's an issue. Thank you.
I'm gonna forfeit out.
Yeah, let's quit out. I almost want to just. Can you just start a regular match and see if the tutorial starts for you?
It's not letting me forfeit out either. Might just have to force quit it.
Yeah, just force quit.
So,
everyone,
is that gonna... Will it keep it open if the host forfeits?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone who's actually managing to play, I would carry on playing for now. If you can. bosses whacking the engineering gnomes with the stick.
I almost want to just try you and me in a match too, and then
Mhm.
if that works, then we can encourage people to just try the ranked, which will just match everyone one by
Okay.
one, which kind of give a similar experience.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So let me just do play and make sure that it knows that I've done the tutorial.
Yeah, check that. I'm almost. I feel like it shouldn't matter, but I did not.
Yeah, it hasn't. I don't think I've got my tutorial done. So I'll just whiz through that.
Let me just send you a code.
Outrageous!
So folks, if we're gonna do what Boss Grand just suggested, which is I will play against him, and then if you guys use the mode that's just called ranked, that will kind of put you into smaller shards. Because I think what we just did is we stress tested it, and that amount at the moment is not working. But I do wonder if it's anything to do with it, me not having the tutorial done. But
Well, did it get you through the? Did it make you go through the tutorial?
yeah, I've got it open now, and it's making me play through it quickly. So I'm just
Outrageous!
clicking through it as quick as I can.
Didn't take your own advice.
Yep, I know. Yeah, I didn't think it would be doing a full reinstall, but it did.
Well, because I think last time you played was on the playtest
Yeah, that makes sense.
or something. I don't know. Yeah, it says matchmaking, and then you just click search, and it should just queue people up 1v1. Also, just starting the tutorial and quitting out should reset it.
Okay.
It's just
Get
not.
that code off you. Mm.
Let's start. Okay. Yeah, it looks like people are getting on. Let's see.
Yep.
6 servers on. 6 servers are.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I mean, I haven't touched anything, and I've played with 4 or 5 people the other day. So I guess I don't. It's either the tutorial thing or there's just too many people. But I looked at the usage on the server. It didn't look crazy.
Mm. Well, everyone who's in the chat now and who's got into games, thanks for bearing with us while we sort that out.
Yes, thank you.
But if it is the tutorial thing, then that's kind of good because it's a non-issue. Because, you know, if that option is just grayed out until the flag is set, then you don't have that problem anyway, right?
Yeah, and I also, I mean, I can just make the server, like, if it's a multiplayer game, just ignore tutorial stuff. All right. You're going down, Joe. Here, take you out. Nearly lost a life.
Okay. Shout out your builds, folks. I'm going green, yellow, red. Yeah, so can you just win because the other player is playing a lot faster than you and losing their lives quicker?
Yeah, yeah. That if they just straight lose or forfeit.
I do love to acquire coin.
Let's see. So we got 9 servers up. So there's 18 people playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Motley Crue out and I've got 4 colours on the board in my first draw.
Feels good.
Good. That's a great great banner.
Playing the boss rounds aren't like, so you don't face a boss ability like you would in the normal mode. Instead, you're facing off against the other person for who can score the most.
Okay.
So that's what makes it actually multiplayer. You're not just playing 2 games side by side. And then Cheese, if you're post game, you can say like all players and then look at like their game state to kind of get a sense of what happened, whether they forfeited out or yeah. Yeah, in the top right crown button, you can see what the other person, how many lives they have left.
Nice. Do you think there's a way to get that panel so it would fit in a always open way? Or is it just too awkward?
Probably, I could probably drop like the days. It's just like the days are useful during the boss round. And then yeah, I can probably think about that further. All right, got 5 minutes to catch up. Is there anyone still in that other server in the original game?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I don't have a way of checking.
Yeah. I was asking to see if anyone would in the chat.
Is anyone still in the first server that we set up?
Outrageous.
Oh, here we go.
A beautiful fanfare. Okay, so I've got yeah.
All right, beat that.
Oh, I'm ahead. I'm ahead.
Not for long.
Oof. So Quinishine said, is this a Balatro-like? Kind of. I mean, it's got a lot of the same stuff in terms of the being multiplayer driven and you having to hit a score target. But yeah, it's a blackjack mechanic where you're just drawing or holding, and then the cards have like rules that trigger when you draw them and when you place them in different orders and stuff like that. So yeah, there's one section of the game that's incredibly similar to Balatro, and then there's some different stuff going on with the rest of the game. I'm just answering someone in the chat who was asking. You've got Lucasia maybe sending you some logs over on Discord, Charlie.
Try and talk to him on the chat too.
Cool.
Just gonna try to see if he comes through.
I'm going to take advantage of your distraction to score loads of points.
How dare you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm only 7k ahead of you. You can catch up.
We're on the same amount of days. Dang it. Busted.
I definitely feel like I played this more carefully when I'm racing against someone else's score.
It definitely changes the dynamic. Oh my god. I'm just throwing at this point.
Gnar's here.
Spotlight.
Oh, banners that permanently upgrade every time. Oh, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the scaling banners are so good. Oh my gosh.
Did you play Vertigo yet?
No, you said it's on the phone.
They've done a Steam version as well, but
Okay, I need to get it on the phone.
it's just wild.
To play it.
Such a weird format for a word game because the scoring rules just make you do really weird stuff where you're just like, oh, I've got the jokers that mean I need to make 2-letter words, you know.
Does it have a little bird on it?
Yeah.
What was that other one? Curse words? That was pretty popular.
I haven't checked that one out.
That was like a kind of a similar premise. That curse words. No, not curse words. Oh man. I thought I was ready.
Oof.
Outrageous!
Oh. I think I lost it there.
Oh no. I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this match either. Oh wait, okay. Good, I'm good.
She said, I like the excitement and drive that comes from playing 1v1, but I feel guilty like I'm slowing them down. Yeah, I mean, it's a game format that isn't really mature yet, so even just like working out the UX flow of making something like this work is still a bit of a open brief, you know. I think
Yeah, especially like not be on the same Discord or like being completely silent with each other. Because most of the time when you see Belatra multiplayer, like it's usually like streamers or people on Discord playing together.
But I think the closest reference points I have are like auto battlers, like the Dota one and the Hearthstone one, and there's no social interaction on those at all. It's just, you know, you have to make all your choices within this 2-minute window, and if you don't do it in time, it just plays it for you, kind of thing.
I think the people were right. It wasn't the tutorial issue.
Mm-hmm.
I found the reason. One of them.
Well, it couldn't have been a potato server because potatoes aren't historically accurate to Renaissance Europe.
Looked like someone's socket failed and then it just kind of crashed everything. Socket being the thing that I'm using to transfer data back and forth.
Mm. We broke everything.
Oh, I know.
Turnip server. Spicy bread says turnip server. Yeah.
Great to do this before next fest.
If I ever make it over to the States and get to go to a real genuine Ren fair, I'm going to go around and just find anyone serving potato-based snacks and just start yelling at them.
I also
plan.
Should have made sure everyone should have 0.8.14 in their bottom left.
Bottom left. Oh yeah, so this is the version number everyone should have. So if for any reason, folks, you've got a different version number at the bottom, do sound off and let us know, because it will maybe help us diagnose some stuff.
Like, I doubt it, but I just wanted to... I should have prefaced that before we started.
Queen Achene said the UK doesn't have Ren fairs. I mean, we have history events, but we don't have entertainment Ren fairs in the same way that the States has. There's a couple of reasons for that, and one is because, like, we actually have medieval stuff, like castles and things. So you can go to an actual medieval castle, and there might be, like, they might put on a battle reenactment or have actors and stuff there. But the other thing is that the public in the UK are not, like... if there's like something going on that involves dress up and people pretending and stuff, the percentage of the British public who are like into that and like able to get wrapped up in it and involved and have fun with it is way lower, I suspect. So if you tried to do a Ren fair in the UK and you were like going around in character, the percentage of people that would just be like, what are you doing, is like way higher, I think. So I would love it if we had them, but we don't, and I think there are multiple reasons. But mostly that we have castles, we have actual castles, not like a cardboard one like the Alamo. I'm talking like a proper castle. And also, just British people aren't as fun when it comes to that kind of stuff. Ithakai has...
It also... I remember vaguely hearing about this, but then I wanted to look it up. It was also because during the 1960s, a lot of actors got blacklisted, so they couldn't perform in like Hollywood anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So in California, like a lot of the Ren fairs that started there were made up of those people who were like traditionally trained.
Yep.
But
yeah, Gamma in the chat was just saying they've been listening to the Game Study Buddies episode about Well Met, which is the book about that. That's such a funny little historical quirk,
crazy. Right?
Just like, yeah, the communist purges in Hollywood meant that the Ren fairs had all of these like massively over what was the word, like overqualified actors coming in. I'm glad to hear we do have them somewhere. Someone in the chat just said there are some. They're in London. I mean, we have LARP, so I don't see why we wouldn't have them. But yeah, they're just not as big a deal. I come from a town that has like a yearly, or I grew up in a town that has a yearly folk festival, and that has like people dressed up as weird horse things with like wooden horse heads that they clap at you and stuff. And yeah, I think the Ether, I guess the difference I'm thinking with the castles is like, I think the way that the public engage with those things is like you go and you watch the performers pretend to be people from oldie times, but you don't go like dressed up and engage with it as if you're in character, right? Which I think is the difference. Because I'm near Dover Castle and I know they do that kind of stuff there, but it's not necessarily like participatory in a two-way kind of way, you know?
Almost.
I might just become Don Quixote. I might just start going out in the street dressed as a knight and be a one-person Ren Fair.
Oh my gosh. I'm too distracted. GG. I'm trying to upload a new build. I'm just going to give it one more shot since I have this opportunity.
I see people are trying to trash talk each other in the IGC Discord, but that not everyone who's in there will be, or not everyone who's in this chat will be in there. So they're trying to trash talk someone who might not even be in the server, which is fun.
Just yelling at clouds.
You're getting some quite helpful feedback from Cheese in terms of like the experience of what it's like to play the multiplayer. So I would go back through the chat at the end of this and scan it. But I think one thing I would like is just for the interface to be constantly open, or I think even just making it being able to make it vertical so it can just be open above the deck and not go away. Because I'm sort of opening and closing it to look at it, but I sort of want to see it all the time, you know?
Yeah, I think for 1v1 that makes a lot of sense. It was a design challenge of like, how do I make it so you can look through 100 players? So that's why it's like more of a list like that. But I think I should just do something where it's like, if the player count is low enough, it's just always visible, since that will be like the majority of people's experiences.
Yeah. Or just like having it so that your position is always there, you know, like maybe your position's always there, and then when you open the panel, the rest of it slides out or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Because wait, what are the things you want to see mostly when you're?
I think it's mainly the position, right? Like if we're playing 1v1 and I can see I'm in 2 out of 2, that's the main information that I want for moment to moment. And obviously opening it and seeing the score gap is great. But knowing whether I'm where I am in the total ranking would be like the good information to have at all times, I think.
Yeah. And you probably want to see the other person's like life count.
Mm. Yeah, maybe if there was a default where it was like it showed you all of your own stuff and whoever is in first place, or if you're in first place, it shows you whoever's in second place, and then you can kind of click a button to pull the whole scroll out and see the rest if there's more than 2 players. Because I think you could probably make this menu quite a bit smaller anyway by just getting rid of the header stuff. Because we can kind of tell what lives and claps are from the icons anyway, so you don't necessarily need the like name and all of that along the top.
Okay, just building it out. Now build.
That was my rendition of Green Sleeves.
Oh, okay, I hear it in the very off-tuned and. I just need to upload.
I'll stop. New build, new build, new build.
Yes, it's just okay. There's that. Load.
They're complaining they can't hear it. I'll make
I
it
think
worse.
you need to keep going.
Mm.
What instrument did you say that was?
It's a Turkish baglama, which is why it has like each fret has 2 mini frets after it, because in the Arabic music system there's like 2 sharps between each natural note. So if you imagine a piano, and where every black key is, there's 2 black keys.
Second black key.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
it's very hard to kind of get your head around. Because obviously in Western music we have a scale called the Arabic scale, but it's kind of an imitation. It's not actually how Arabic music works, and Arabic music has notes divided into 3. And that means when it is actually properly tuned and I try and play like Wonderwall on it or whatever, I have to work out which sharp to play. And yeah, it's very strange on your ears when you're not used to it.
Okay, the new build is live. So we have to quit out, update Steam, and then come back in.
Mm-hmm.
And one last time.
Let's do it.
Oh, man. Game dev.
G said, can we try another group lobby even if we max it at 10? Is that something we can
Yeah,
do?
yeah. We're going to try another group lobby.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, we'll try and go as big as we can first, I guess. Okay. Get the update, folks.
update. If
A
it's
bag
not update automatically, I find going to the go offline and then go online in the top left of Steam will trigger it to show up.
So if you're not seeing the, well, if you're still in the client, folks, if you quit out and download the new version.
Why isn't my version? It's annoying. I accidentally hid the version label in the main menu for this one, so you'll only see the version label if you go into the game.
I'm back in. 3 meg update.
Yes, he is cheese.
Word Note said Greensleeves was my favourite song as a child. I was a very cool and interesting child. Did you go around with one of those like Tudor neck ruffs on, like Blackadder? Oh, can you imagine?
Okay, let's try to get the room up and going.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell if I'm just super late on your video.
Do you want to do host from your end?
Sure.
Is it going to do anything in terms of like regionality, depending on who clicks host?
No, it's everything's based in the West Coast right now.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe that would affect, or in the East Coast of the US. And eventually I'll probably do multiple regions. Like PlayFab makes it fairly simple. But I've been playtesting with people all over. Hasn't been issues. I mean, it's not like a few milliseconds of latency isn't going to kill you. All right, give it 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I'll just change the room code font to be appropriately Remfair. Oh, the Oblivion font. There we go.
This is looking good.
Legally distinct medieval fantasy game font. So it's not from Oblivion. Oh look, it's changed my actual name because I...
Wait, the room code doesn't work? Make sure you update the game. I don't know if someone's having issues with that. Oh, okay, cool. All right, we can try a different deck for. Oh, I guess everyone kind of got chosen to be on a random deck.
Yeah, I don't know.
In ranked, it gives you a random deck when you queue.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
That's
then
cool.
The difficulty you play on is based on your rank. So the higher you climb, the harder you have to the difficulty you have to play on. I don't know if that's how it's always going to be, but that's what I'm doing for right now until I get feedback. All right, let's do the vendor deck. Here we go. Please work.
Ooh.
Outrageous!
Oh, gosh.
The Stoneheart Sharpener rule is interesting.
Oh, the like gives you extra mult if you get enough money.
Yeah, that's a really nice little kind of temptation to keep drawing even when you know you shouldn't, which was what I just did.
The other thing that's interesting about this deck is you don't start with drunkards. Instead, you start with cards that give you points that are bad cards.
But yeah, having the vendors, the kind of money suit, having like the more powerful ones really play into like greed and giving you another reason to push a little bit too far is neat. I've just got Truffle Lass. I'm doubling down on that stuff.
Oh my gosh. I have too much tension in my deck already.
Bit jesters at the top. Well, no, hang on. It's not sorted by claps. Interesting.
Well, it's sorted by lives because it only makes sense to sort by claps during the boss round.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, okay, it's all fitting on one list. Oh my gosh. Anyone else get the 6-7 banner?
No.
Accept.
A few people down on 2 lives now.
Oh my gosh. Wall, is that you?
Outrageous.
Yeah, the deck is hard. Like being able to bust from 2 grey cards in one go is like, ooh.
Worst card pool.
I like the theme of this deck. It's just like, hey, we've got a couple of weird dudes with horns. We're going to parade them around and cook some food. They've got all of these, like, satyr-themed foods. You know, it's like you can get a pastry in the shape of a goat's horn.
Drink beer out of a horn.
Drink beer out of a horn. Yeah, you can get like sort of stilts that make your legs look like goat's legs.
I think I need to take this.
Yeah, I really like this deck. It really pushes you to be tempted to do stupid things.
And the deck ability is that it gives you more trooper capacity. So all the copper you're getting, like, it lets you get a bigger deck.
Like the temptation to hit on 6 then was so strong because of the card that I just played. It's just so dumb.
Yes. Let the greed overtake you.
Lucasa got stuck again. Can't hold but can draw.
Let's see if we can find him. Okay. Oh.
We're not gonna let Wall win, don't worry.
Oh god, we only got like 40. Oh gosh. Okay.
Outrageous.
Can't. I need more points.
Oh. Yeah, the character of the different decks really changes where you feel the tension in the game. Which is a very good sign, because I think there'll be people that have tuned in since we started who are just like, what on earth is happening here? And I think it's very easy to watch people playing this game and thinking that they're no-braining it and just not really thinking about what they're doing, but it feels very different to play on the different decks.
Oh no, Krish died. I added actually a streamer option. If you go to settings under gameplay, it's called riffraff mode. And it's based off the riffraff mod from Balatro, where when you buy something, it'll show Oh god, I gotta go. No, don't take my life. I'm ready. Okay.
I've got it. I've put it on.
Yeah, it'll show it'll show the things you buy for your audience, so that when you're going quickly, like they're not just like asking you, "Hey, what was that you just bought?"
Oh, good idea. Boss time.
Spinners. Spinners. Too good.
How am I ahead? Thanks for adding that modification we talked about where it detects your Steam name, and if it's me, I get a multiplier.
Yes, you're welcome. Oh, Pingbot coming in. Oh my gosh. Ether Kai.
Oh,
Down to the wire.
oh, so the red number switches to like whatever the lead player has.
Yeah, and then the top, like it says current leader, like who's in the lead,
Mm-hmm.
and that's their score.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, it is
Strong start.
Oh, nothing like busted on the last round. Yeah, definitely. Like it definitely changes your mentality of the game when you're playing multiplayer, because you're just like trying to maximize as much as possible for the boss rounds.
Yeah, I think it's a cool structure as well. There's just sort of like knockout before the boss round, and then the boss round is where your score actually matters in relation to each other.
I've gotten like people requesting for like elements to affect the other player, but I'm not really like. I feel like 1v1 it would probably be okay, but it might be a little hard to balance when it gets larger, like larger lobbies.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be hard because, I mean, it already feels like you need more information about what's happening to the other players. And if you were actually affecting them, then that would get even stronger, right? And you would have to, like, time lock certain things to stop it feeling weird and unfair and broken.
Contrary. Oh wow, he's a Kai 1. Actually useful. Man.
If your troop has less than 8 tension, Miscreants will join. Remember that. It's good life advice.
I've added 2 more decks too in preparation for next fest.
Nice.
So now there's 7 decks in the game.
Are you gonna put Pornmonger Gabe in there?
What's that?
Oh, it's just this whole thing about Gabe arguing with the Steam lawyers because they advised him not to put loads of not to be really lax on really hardcore adult content. Did you not see that? It came out in the last week of him yelling at their lawyer because the lawyer wouldn't tell him what he wanted to hear.
Oh no, I haven't. That's interesting.
Just straight up put him in one of the decks and he's in his gown, like a Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, like the yep.
He's got a t-shirt on under his gown that says "I heart Yowie."
Huh.
Outrageous!
Pangs got stuck on the Select Trooper screen, or before it. Charlotte said you should be a voice actor. I can't even remember what voice I was doing.
Oh, let me message Ping.
I think if this game is a hit, which it hopefully will be, and you have to make some merch, please make some merch that just says acquire coin. Get money, but in a medieval font, and it just says acquire coin. I think that would be good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you can start the timer, I think. Enough time.
Ooh. I keep drawing Charlatan right at the end when I've already got 5 outrage.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
You know, I originally made I was following Classic Quillenberg, and their tension limit is 7, or whatever their bust mechanic is called. But I thought that you bust when you hit 7, but 7 is actually the safe number, so that's why I based my game on 6-7. But now everyone loves the memes so much, I feel like I can't change it. it's like been a thing
That's
in
so
my
funny.
streams. Yeah. Like, oh, that they call outrageous the 6-7 banner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just funny how things just develop.
Outrageous.
I'm not hitting the score target on this one. Or maybe I'll get there. I don't know.
Is it the 15K one?
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Oh, is anyone trying spectator mode? I forgot to talk about that.
I think I will be in a minute.
I guess the end screen will say spectate, and then you
Mhm.
can start looking through people.
Oh, just did it on the last day. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
I got that big multiplier for the card that triggers when you have 3 outcasts.
Oh, the 2x.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Was so close. Ah. Jakub is spectating, so we know it's working.
Okay. Okay,
We have got
on 2 lives.
7 left for the face-off. The showdown. The hoedown. The throwdown.
Okay. Oh, who's not going to make it? Oh. Oh, right. He was stuck. Sad.
I found a website that just uses your MIDI keyboard and plays sounds. It's great.
Oh my gosh. Don't do this to me.
I got the banner for the extra trouble limit. A good last minute investment.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I just got a man in like the bathtub, like a Geralt thing. So I was going to add that to that scene.
What? So the instead of the king thing on the multiplayer mode.
Oh, it'll just be Geralt in a bathtub. It was a private show. That's a secret boss round.
Gabe. Put Gabe in the Geralt bathtub.
With his shirt.
Yelling at his lawyer.
Oh my gosh. Let's see what banners he has.
Oh my goodness. Nowhere near.
Oh, I know.
I didn't even make... The wall.
They live up to their name.
Some walls just want to watch the world burn.
If you go... Oh, okay, someone's explained the game.
This backing track is wild. It sounds like halfway between I'm so excited and like a anime sort of cafe jazz intro. You know?
Yeah, he
Like, I'm gonna do a magical girl transformation right now.
I also need to like I need to put in like a catch-up mechanic for when you lose a boss round.
Mm-hmm.
Because currently, like once you start falling behind, it's really hard to get the econ to overtake the other person.
Mm.
But I've just been so focused on making it function.
Oh yeah.
About like the actual like design of this experience, and it's so novel. It's just fun.
Yeah. I mean, you can iterate on it, and I think just being able to test it with a bunch of people first and then see what people are hankering after in terms of information and stuff as they play. Outrageous! I love these little, I don't know what you'd call that, the little notifications that come in from the side. It's like a toaster, but sideways, right? I don't know what that's called.
Yeah. No, fire. I don't know. That's what I call it.
It's like a, yeah.
Yeah, Kialu or Niek has done such a good job with all the UI.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can test spectating. Has spectating broke for anyone? Horrifically. Oh, great. Yeah, I need to add like I've been working through like highlights so you can kind of see what the person is looking at.
Mm.
That'd be like the next interesting thing.
I just kept forgetting to start the next thing because I didn't realize it was waiting for me. Oof.
Outrageous!
A dragon horde.
Outrageous!
Oh no. Oh no. I feel like if you get one really good draw, you also have bottomless beer. Don't forget that. Can save you
Oh, I
right now.
do, don't I?
Probably
Okay.
have to use it.
Yeah. Good at forgetting them. Dude.
Ah. And then there were 3.
Gonna spy on the wall. So in spectator mode, when you look at the banners, it's allowing me to like highlight them, but the tooltip is like loading and then disappearing quite quickly. Oh no, it's okay now.
Because
It's
they're switching. Like I think there's weird things when they're switching scenes. It like tries to like hide them. Oh, so close. Okay, so then it's just Wall versus Ether Kai. This is for all the marbles. If Wall wins, he wins the. No, if Ether Kai wins, if potentially useful wins. Wait, do they both have 2 lives? I can't tell. It's bugging out. Yeah, they do. Okay. Oh man. Oh.
You want to run one more after this?
Yeah, I'm free. So if you want to,
Yeah, I'm good to do one more. It's been interesting to watch. Maybe, I mean, there's 60 viewers, so I'm surprised that we haven't got more in. So if you're watching now and you haven't got the demo, you might be able to get in on the next one. Might still be some time to
yeah,
download the
because
new build now.
They're going to have like 5 minutes
Mm-hmm.
at least. Can I post links in your chat? Or I guess
Should be able to, yeah.
Steam demo.
I don't know, just
Steam
I will try if
demo. Yeah, let me give it a shot. Did I tell you we crossed 5,000 wish lists?
excellent, well done.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I've been really overjoyed with everything. It's just a wild experience.
And you've been just pretty kind of consistent about like doing a bit of all of the things you're supposed to do. You know, like the community building, you know, doing videos and stuff as well. Just like trying to do a little bit of all of the things.
How did you score 1 million? My God, all vendors too. Wow. So the way the banners that randomly change each round work is that they look at your deck and randomly pick a card out of it, and then that's what the class that's determined. So if you can get your deck to be all vendors, then it's always hitting.
It won't let me spectate on Wall because Wall has finished, so I just responded to someone in the chat.
Yeah, I can spectate him. Oh, he was just asking.
Yeah.
What got it.
They just wanted to see the secret deck.
Yeah. The cheats.
So Wall has 2 lives. Potentially useful. I think it was potentially something.
Yes.
Has 1 life left.
Yep.
So let's see if I can do my best snooker commentator voice. Potentially useful in there with it's gonna have to play very, very carefully. Not over egg the custard. 1 life left. That's 50% the lives that the favorite wall currently has. Then again, Wall might be feeling a little bit overzealous, a little bit overambitious after that 1 million score on the last showdown. Commentators in the chat saying, looks like Money Man mode is the mega strat. I don't know what that means.
Just going all in on copper production.
None of those words are in the Bible.
See if potentially useful can pull something out in order to make up the difference. I think they were like half the score of what Wall did last boss round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like the permanence of the banners and then the impermanence of the troop. Because it's like you can try and build a really broken strat around the banners, but it doesn't last. And you can try and make it last, but it's not reliable, you know? I'm gonna switch to spectating Wall. Have a look at, so it's Dragon Horde. I'm getting a hang on my end now, but I think that's just spectating.
Yeah, that's a really good one for this deck.
See you later, Cheese. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the thoughts on the UI.
Alex said, does this mean you're down for multiplayer game streams said in the least pushy tone possible? I am more likely to be down for it with playtests that are coming in from the Discord, just because of the amount of organization. But I mean, I've tried to organize stuff like that before and it was just hard to get a response. I still want to do a live group test of Lawyer, the house moving castle type, build a house moving castle multiplayer thing.
I think the advantage to something like this is that it's just a room code, so it's pretty low friction for joining.
I really want to see more people do stuff with the Jackbox format. Like, I feel like there's this whole design space of using the mobile phone controlled, not even mobile phone, but just like room coded games where you're doing something relatively light with other people, but it's not a quiz, you know? Because so many of the Jackbox games are quizzes. And,
yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, that's been around for, what, 10 years now?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, it's one of those things where if you just tried to compete directly with it, there would be no point, because people who want to play Jackbox at a party are going to play Jackbox, right? But you could do, like, I don't know, you could do, like, some sort of light D&D thing with the same sort of interaction, you know? J-Echo, yeah, it's a members only Discord, J-Echo.
There's a RPG on Steam that uses mobiles for controllers.
That's what you want. Can you imagine like you're playing like a very goofy multiplayer D&D RPG and you're voting on what you want to do, and your player can just like, oh, Alex says our game is doing just that. Yeah. But yeah, for me, for that to work for me, it would need to have quite a goofy theme and it would need to feel like a party game. So if you did like a multiplayer choose your own adventure type thing, but it was a little bit kind of adventure time and a little bit silly, that would work for me. If you try and make it like a serious RPG and everyone's voting for things and playing on their phones, it's not going to feel right, because people in that kind of situation aren't really immersed in the story. They just want to goof around.
Right, GG. Good job, Wall.
The Wallmeister.
Here's the next room code.
Sonderfolk, right? Everyone who's up for the next one? There's the room code. It's XM83T2. I'm going to look at Sonderfolk. And I'm going to judge whether I think it looks like the right sort of thing for that. Oh, that looks cute. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely not thinking of a tactical combat game when I say like D&D, which is what that is.
I bet you there's like, you could even do like probably like a trick-taking game you could do in that format, or like, you know, like a card game, board game on your phone where you're all playing together through the phone, and the central servers showing the board state.
Yeah.
There was that trend in board games for a while where they'd have the companion app. Like, didn't XCOM have one?
Yeah, it did. And then there were a few that were designed entirely around it. So I think it was Alchemists. I think that might be a Vlada Churchill game. I can't remember. But I think Alchemists, I never got to play it. It was like a deduction game where you had to work out, you know, the formulas for stuff. And the way that they used the app was it would change, you know, change the formulas each time. Which was neat.
Yeah, I've never gotten to play a board game with like a companion app. It always seemed counter to the spirit of playing a physical game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when I was saying I want Jackbox D&D, I had a look at Sonderfolk, and it's like a tactical miniatures game, and when I say Jackbox D&D, I'm basically thinking of a very goofy choose your own adventure where it's just like, you know, you interact with characters and you're kind of maybe voting with what to do with your character at the same time in certain situations. So the paladin might be trying to charm someone and the rogue is picking their pocket at the same time, and it's all very silly, that kind of thing. Not a $60 tactical miniatures game, although Sonderfolk does look very, very cool.
Sonderfolk.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game where you can kind of sit around the same machine and play it with your, like, interact with it with your phones.
Interesting. Looks like it gives me vibes of Gloomhaven.
Yes. Oh, I really like Gloomhaven.
Me too. The digital version was very faithful to the board game. No one wasn't someone in the Discord working on a Gloomhaven roguelike?
I don't remember.
I don't know if that ever went anywhere. But that was like 3 years ago. That was the project I was working on for like 6 months.
Yeah, I love how much that game solves the problems I usually have with like cooperative dungeon crawl games, which is like you can't really tell the other players what to do in it. I mean, it doesn't let you, does it? You're not even supposed to discuss what you're doing on your turn. And it's just not loads of hoping for dice rolls and stuff, you know?
All right.
Okay, we've got 6. Let's set a timer. Okay, folks, we are starting up a new lobby. You saw how long the last game lasted, so I don't know how long that was actually. Was it like 30, 40 minutes, something like that? I'm going to start another timer for 2 minutes, and then we'll start after that. So if you want to get in, you got 2 minutes to hop in. And it seems like you probably don't have to have played the tutorial for the game to work for you. So if you're still waiting for it to download, you should be able to just jump in at the last minute. One minute 30.
I should just post this Discord.
Squilpy, it has mainly been mobile, so sorry, Squilpy in the chat said, what is your main expertise in games? Yeah, the timer's up, so if we want to start with 9, then that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think everyone else is checked out.
I've worked in 2 studios that were mobile studios, and then one that was a metaverse studio. So the metaverse studio did like Roblox games and Fortnite maps and stuff like that. But it's all free-to-play games as service stuff, which is why I set this up, so that I didn't have to do that anymore. Because it corrupts everything.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Loa said, should all of the players have the code in their UI? Usually I know that's a host-only thing. Yeah, because you could have people inviting people when only the host should be able to invite people, so...
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, but if you know the code, you can just be spreading that anyway.
Yeah, you can.
Like
you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to have got it from the client to be able to copy paste it around.
Yeah, so it's like, what's the like if the person's malicious or whatever and trying to spread it when they shouldn't, hiding it from the UI isn't going to save you. I remember actually like talking about that when I was like getting these designed. Alright, so this deck is the Outcast and Vendor deck.
Okay. I'm just on like the actual first day, but
click return.
Mhm.
Yeah, I forgot that there's this bug with spectating. On the spectator, you see how it still thinks you're.
Oh, it doesn't pull you out of spectator mode, and
Yeah,
you're
just
sort of
click-
stuck in
click
it when.
return on that.
Okay, yeah. So if anyone has the same issue as me, they click the return button in the top right. It's basically you're still locked in spectator mode from the previous session that we played. Okay.
Hopefully that fixed it for you. I forgot. That fix it for you?
Yeah. Yeah, it worked.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely been like problem banners that I've already had to nerf pretty heavily because of multiplayer.
Because of WoW.
Yeah. Specifically because of all. Although I don't think either of them are in this game, so we might have a chance. Yeah, we've been doing like multiplayer testing every week for like the last month.
Squilpy, so I'm just trying to answer some questions in the chat.
Yeah.
What I was trying to get at is what are your strong suits are, I suppose. That's kind of hard to say, really. Because I don't feel like the things I've been employed to do always match up with my strong suits. I think because I come from a modding background, I think I work best in situations where someone has already made the game and then they're like, what can you make by hacking this content? I think that's where I'm most comfortable. Like I was having a conversation with someone the other day and they were like, I hate making levels once I've made the core game. And then I was like, isn't that the best bit? Yeah, I don't think you necessarily know what your favorite things about making games are or what your strong suits are until you hear other people complain about the things you like. And you're like, hang on, I like doing that bit. I thought everyone liked doing that bit.
That's a good point. I'm definitely more of a, like, I like to code things, do hard technical things.
Do you find yourself putting stuff off when you know how to do it? Because it's not challenging enough?
No, I think this whole experience has been such a whirlwind. The things I tend, like, the hard part for me is, you know, not having the art background is how you have to rely on other people. But I do, like, I kit bashed all these images together, so I've been getting a lot of experience with just like using a spray and kind of manipulating things that way, and like that's enjoyable, but it's definitely really time consuming.
Yeah, you do learn so much that way though.
Yeah, 100%. But
I mean, it's the same as with code, right? Like, or with using an IDE generally. Is like, obviously there's the bit where you don't know how to do it, but then there's also just the muscle memory of like knowing where everything is and being able to like find your way around in the tool. And with the art, even if you're just like hacking together other pieces of art, you're learning, you know, the equivalent of like, if you were learning to draw, it would be the equivalent of like how to hold a pencil You know, so even if you're not getting better at like making the art assets yourself, even just knowing how to use those tools very quickly is really helpful. My background with art is like I've never been super good at making art, but I've always used things like Photoshop and everything, and that means I can manipulate existing art very quickly, you know.
Yeah, it's such a useful skill too. I spent when I was making that like Gloomhaven roguelike, I spent 3 months just trying to follow pixel art tutorials and getting mediocre at it. But I mean, it's even if I'm not going to use it, it's just like it's nice to see those skills because then you get a better appreciation when you talk to other artists.
Yeah,
What's yeah, like it just it just makes your ability to talk to them better.
yeah, that makes sense.
I also thought the spectator mode was going to take a lot longer, but I was able to. I was going to make like a really simplified version, but I started just copying all of my UI elements into this other view. I was like, why am I going to just like duplicate all this work? Why don't I just try to force your main UI to like act as though you're that person? So every time like the person you're spectating makes an action, like it broadcasts it out to all the spectators of like, oh, I hit draw, and like here's the result.
Right, yeah. So it's just almost like, yeah, taking over your controls. I mean, it's not doing that, but in terms of what it's showing happen, right?
Yeah, it's because it's like it's going down the same path as though you got the response from the server. So from the client's perspective, it can't tell the difference. It's like, oh, okay, I got the response. Show the cards like this.
We're just waiting for one player now.
And we need to see the cheese was very right. Like I need like a separate UI for like in-game and versus boss round. This panel was designed with boss round in mind, where you can see how many days like the person has and what their score is. But when you're just playing normally, you want to see where everyone is so that you can get a sense of like how much time you have and what's going on. Dang, Joe.
Yeah, I got the royal carriage and I got the... What's the one that gives you extra when you're on the other courtesan?
Oh, wow. So you got like plus 30 molt just straight up.
Yeah. I'm not proud of myself for it, you know?
You should be.
But
it was available to everyone. man. You still have 2 days left? The other like kind of design question I have around
Outrageous.
boss rounds is like, if you're the last person playing and you're in the lead, should it just automatically stop? Because I think that's how the Blotro mod works, where if you're the only person still with hands left to play, and you're the person who's leading, then it just like ends it right there and declares you the winner.
Yeah. I think it's basically spoiling one person's fun to spare everyone else, isn't it? Because they've already won, and they might want to keep playing to see how big they can get their score, but it's like, well, if there's 100 people waiting for them, that's not great. And that's why a lot of like modern multiplayer game design, it has the element of like speeding up the win. You know, like, so the classic one that's been in COD for like 10 years now is when someone's ahead, you give them airstrikes and stuff, because otherwise it's like it's just that it elongates that experience of one player bullying all the other players. If you go the other way and you try and balance to help the players who are behind, then it just stretches the game out and people lose for longer. Whereas if you like, most of the time you actually want to speed up the end of the game, and so otherwise everyone's just sitting there losing and they know they're losing and it's not fun for them.
Makes sense.
Outrageous.
Oh, my hold button's not working. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, someone ran into that. I think I have that fixed on the next build. Fortunately, but it will
let me draw and it won't let me do anything else. I can't click settings.
No. You can't click settings?
I can now, but I couldn't when I was in that state.
Huh. Hopefully busting fixes it. It's there to nerf you.
Outrageous.
Nah, it's still locked for me.
You can. I wonder if you just lose a life to the round by busting out 5 times. maybe it'll unlock you, but it should be fixed on the next build. Because I had another player give me their logs for that.
A good test if a game is sufficiently chill is whether you can play it with your right hand while you play piano with the left hand.
How's Fame or Folly?
Pretty good. Working pretty well. That's main. Yeah, I'm still stuck on. I can't. I cannot hold. I'll just keep going until I lose all my lives anyway. Just go out of focus and back in again. Oh, that worked. Defocusing the window and bringing it back let me hold.
Oh. Huh. Defocus on the window. Do you have any like external inputs going into your machine?
Piano.
Does that ever pick up as a controller?
No, it shouldn't do.
Okay.
Oh, it's done it again. So let me just see what happens if I do that again. Let's see what happens if I try and use the controller.
Outrageous!
Yeah, so if I switch to controller, X still doesn't hold. I didn't even know you had controller support already. Wow. Night Kitten. Get well soon from the UK Game Lurgy. just won't let me play anymore, I don't think. Can't hold. So lower in the chat said they got a deck where they could draw all, but that got stopped by a scry telling me to move a card to top or bottom, even though that did not matter in that case. Okay. Strange scry edge cases.
Yeah, so it's like if your deck has like low enough tension, you can draw all. But if you do that and you trigger one of the mystic abilities, like it still asks you because sometimes it matters. And I don't know if I should try to make it really smart because it's like, okay, well, when does it matter? It matters if there's a card that wants to be at in the last position, and you hit that off the scry. So I've been conflicted of whether I try to just let it be or make it super smart and like put the effort into, oh, is this a card that cares about, is the scried card a card that cares about position? If so, then show it to the player, type of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yeah, I think so. Hard to catch all of those really contextual edge cases and make them make sense.
yeah, well, because the alternative is just like, okay, whatever, like just don't just do what he said, where I like just don't scry if you're drawing all. But then I'm going to upset the min-maxers potentially, right?
Outrageous.
Okay, it's letting me play again now, so I may as well try.
Crawl your way back. Claw your way back.
Outrageous.
Boss and Pangbot left in.
Right.
Outrageous!
Let's see. Oops. My deck currently makes 2 copper in total. Oops. Guess I'm
What's
not
the
playing
opposite
anyone
of big
else.
money man strat?
Yeah.
Small money, no man strat.
Score. All right, the final showdown.
The final showdown. It's time for the final showdown. You see, I'm psychic. I've got the power of the mind. And these minstrels come and perform for me, but I use my mind power to take off all their clothes. But by then I've seen everything.
See, this is enough.
I love the conversion items. I always forget I've got them, and then there are some really smart ways to play those.
Yeah, they definitely like, especially when you get like cards like this where they don't want a specific type in play, or they want them.
Yeah, I tend to end up using them when I've got like class A that triggers based on how many of class B are there. I just turn it into class B because it's like, okay, there's going to be at least one of you now because you are one.
I care about order. Ooh, I think I got it.
See you later, Jericho. Joel, I'm not sure if you're saying you what at the game talk or my bad Patrick Stewart impersonation.
Gee, awesome. Well, you had a bit of a rough start today, but
No, it was great.
caught
Thank you.
ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you for sorting that out. Thanks for everyone who joined in and like took part in that. That was really, really helpful. I feel like we managed to do like a little bit of QA stress testing type stuff and get a decent game. So that was a nice mix of things.
Yes, thank you, everyone. It's been really helpful.
Yeah, thank you all for joining in. I will try and organise more stuff like that in future. This one was kind of special because it just didn't really have a limit of how many people could join at once, really. I mean, it would have been cool to do 99, but that probably would have definitely broken. So, yeah, thanks Boss Grand for joining in. Thanks for everyone who checked out the game today. If it was your first time with it, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're returning, then thanks for helping out. Thanks for helping this like round of playtesting and making sure that the game is as good as it can be before it has its full launch. So I will see you all soon. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good evening or day or whatever it is wherever you are.